श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः. हरि ओम. चिन्मय युवा केंद्र न्यूज बाय सौमिल सेठना. चिन्मय युवा केंद्र मुंबई. स्वरूप अनुसंधान. उत्तरकाशी साधना कैंप. Not all journeys are measured by distance. Some are meant to carry the seeker inward. The Uttarkashi sadhana camp was one such rare and blessed yatra. Swami Swatmananda, mentor, Chinmay Mission Mumbai, along with 12 other Chyks from different parts of Bharat, met in New Delhi on the night of 25th December 2025 to set out on a journey to dive deep within, reaching Haridwar early on 26th December. The day began with darshan of Ma Ganga at Har Ki Paudi, her powerful flow echoing Gurudev's own descent from Pujya Swami Tapovanji Maharaj to the plains to share the nectar of self-knowledge with all. Truly, how could one not get inspired by her divinity? From Haridwar, we proceeded to Vasishtha Guha in Rishikesh, sitting in the quiet stillness of the cave. Everyone experienced silence and took the opportunity to engage in japa. The journey then continued through the majestic Himalayan roads, and by nightfall, all reached the ashram in Uttarkashi. Over the next few days, life at the camp settled into a rhythm of sadhana. Each morning and evening, Swamiji conducted satsangs on the Swarupa Anusandhan Ashtakam of Adi Shankaracharya, gradually unfolding its depth and relevance to daily life. The talks started with a wake-up call that majority of beings are engaged in sense enjoyment. Rare are people who turn within. These rare ones proceed through the 5 stages of evolution: sense gratification, self-evaluation, searching, seeking, and finally self-realization. Human bondage arises from ignorance as we identify with the BMI, body, mind, intellect, feel incomplete, and remain caught in a cycle of desires and actions. The importance of Karma Yoga and Upasana was emphasized as essential preparations for knowledge. This results in an increase of Vairagya and Bhakti in a seeker. The direct means to knowledge was explained through the 3 steps: Shravana listening, Manana reflecting, and Nididhyasana contemplating. Swarupa Anusandhana Ashtakam is a Nididhyasanatmaka grantha, contemplating on which one realizes one's true nature. Diving into the text, Tapa, Yajna, and Dana are emphasized as the means to purify oneself. Such a person develops Vairagya, comes to renounce the false identifications, and realizes the self. Param Brahma Nityam Tadevahamasmi. The essence of the text is pointed to the seeker at the end of each verse Such a seeker then approaches a right guru who is well versed and in the shastras and also established in the truth. The her compassionate guru helps the seeker walk this path. The text further goes on to explain the nature of Atma as Sat Chit Ananda and describes the nature of bliss, having attained which nothing else remains to be gained. The final understanding presented was the Advaitic vision that the individual, the world, and the Ishwar are not separate realities but in fact only one. In the afternoons, Gurudev's discourses on Forgive Me, Shiva Aparadha Kshamapana Stotram were watched collectively collectively, and these teachings were also reflected upon in depth. Gurudev explained that we remain trapped in a cycle of desires that persists from the womb to old age. The journey of life was traced through its stages, showing how the divine is forgotten in infancy due to sense pursuits and pride in youth, and clinging to unfulfilled attachments even in old age. And still, after going through so much suffering, one does not remember Bhagavan. It was emphasized that a life without contribution, scriptural study, or sacred acts such as offering Ganga water and Bilva to the Lord makes the seeker feel incomplete. The symbolism of Shiva's form was explained in depth. Ganga Maya symbolizes the great truth and the purification of spiritual neglect. The sessions concluded with a reminder of life's fleeting nature and a heartfelt plea for forgiveness, urging the seeker to turn inward with urgency and humility. Each day after breakfast, we would walk together to the Kashi Vishwanath Mandir and nearby temples. Abhisheka of Bhagavan Kashi Vishwanath was performed using Ganga Jala brought from the river, while the chanting of Shiva stotrams and group bhajans filled the temple with devotion and joy. The afternoons were reserved for solitude and sadhana in the powerful Tapovan Kuti. The atmosphere of Uttarkashi, charged by the tapasya of great Mahatmas and Swami Tapovanji Maharaj, made it easier for the mind to remain focused and inward. This time was spent in reflection, relaxation, and informal discussions. As the camp progressed, several experiences stood out and left a deep impression on everyone. On 28th December, we offered puja to Ma Ganga at the banks near the Kashi Vishwanath temple mandir, followed by Snan in her ice cold waters. Despite the peak winter chill, everyone joyfully embraced the opportunity, overcoming the mind and its hesitations. The experience was marked by japa and silence on the banks of the roaring river. The following day began early with a Mahamrutyunjay Havan conducted outside the Tapovan Kuti. The form of Bhagavan Mrutyunjay and the significance of the powerful mantra were explained in detail as everyone held a personal sankalpa while performing the Havan. Later, a visit was made to the Vimaleshwar Mahadev Mandir where bhajans and stotra chanting blended beautifully and the stillness with the stillness of the mountains. The day concluded with Ganga Aarati at Manikarnika Ghat, followed by darshan at nearby temples. On 30th December, a sadhu bhandara was organized at the ashram. Around 28 Mahatmas from across the valley came for Viksha, and the campers were blessed with the opportunity to serve them and receive their blessings. That evening also marked the conclusion of the Chyk DIY 50 series, do it yourself or Dharma, India and you, through an Instagram live session celebrating 50 weeks, 50 challenges, and 50 glorious years of Chinmay Yuva Kendra. Impacting millions, the series had begun at Gurudev's Samadhi in Siddhawadi and found a deeply fitting culmination at Tapovan Kuti in Uttarkashi. The final day of the camp, 31st December, was devoted to a yatra to Gangotri. The journey began with a visit to the Mukhba Mandir near Harshil, where Ma Ganga's Utsav Murti is worshipped during the winter months. Darshan of Ma Ganga, Lakshmi Narasimham, and the Pandavas was deeply fulfilling. Reaching Gangotri Dham around noon, puja of Bhagavan Shiva was performed as the chanting of Ganga Stotram echoed through the sacred surroundings. After spending time in solitude and sadhana, we proceeded to the ashram of Pujya Swami Tapovanji Maharaj, built in built by Swami Sundaranandaji, Gurudev's Guru Bhai. Following the darshan at the Kutiya and chanting of Tapovan Shatakam, we explored the remarkable museum housing Swami Sundaranandaji's rare photographs and collections captured with great dedication in times when resources were scarce. On the return journey, we halted at the temple of Parashar Rishi in Ganganani, known for its natural hot water spring. After taking a refreshing dip in the kunda, all returned to the ashram by dinner time. The year came to a close with the Paduka Puja of Pujya Swami Tapovan Maharaj, followed by a midnight bonfire and bhajans after under the quiet presence of the Himalayan mountains. As the camp drew to a close, hearts were filled with gratitude and quiet joy. This sadhana camp in the sacred land of Bhagavan and the entire Guru Parampara, land of Uttarkashi, was possible only by the grace of Bhagavan and the entire Guru Parampara and the continued guidance of Swami Swatmananda. Each moment of the camp, whether in satsang, silence, devotion, or reflection, strengthened the inner connection to the teachings and the path shown by the Gurus. Carrying their blessings and inspiration, all returned home with renewed clarity, humility, and a deeper resolve to live the teachings. in daily life. Hari Om. Tat Sat.